Okay, so ngayon naman, we're going to solve for the future value and the present value of an annuity due. So the formula in solving the future value and the present value of an annuity due, so for the future value, FV sub AD is equal to R multiplied by 1 plus I raised to N minus 1. Okay, so over I multiplied by 1 plus I. While the present value of an annuity due is equal to R multiplied by the quantity 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative N over I, then multiply by 1 plus I. Okay, so for example number 1, Mr. Torres invested 10,000 pesos in an annuity due on January 1, 2010 until December 31, 2014. The bank credits 2.2% interest compounded annually to Mr. Torres' account. Find the future value of an annuity. Okay? So again, Mr. Torres invested 10,000 pesos in an annuity due on January 1, 2010 until December 31, 2014, and the bank credits 2.2% interest compounded annually to Mr. Torres' account. So find the future value of an annuity. So what are the given? The value of R is 10,000. Okay, so 10,000. How about the value of our T? Okay, so ano yung value ng T natin? Again, this T is the time in years. This is the time in years. So ngayon, ano yung magiging value ng T natin? So sabi dito, from January 1, 2010 until December 31, 2014. And that is compounded annually. Okay, so now what is the value of our T since the given is the annuity due on January 1, 2010 until December 31, 2014. Okay, so again, ang kinukuha natin ngayon is the annuity due. So when we say annuity due, the payment made at the beginning of each term. So from January 1, 2010, so that is the beginning of that term. Okay? January 1, 2010. So that is for this first term. So magbabayad ka for that year ng January 1, 2010. January 1, 2011, yun yung second payment mo for the second term. So January 1, 2012, so yun yung third payment mo. And January 1, 2013, so yun yung fourth payment mo para sa whole year na yon. And January 1, 2014, yun na yung payment mo for that whole year. That is your fifth payment for that whole year. So now, what is the value of RT? So the value of RT is 5. So bakit po 5? Ma'am, December 31, 2014 pa. Okay, so again, annuity due at the beginning of each term, which is binayaran mo na siya ng January 1, 2014. Next given, we have this 2.2% interest, okay? The value of our R, small letter R, or the annual interest rate is 2.2%. And if you're going to convert this into decimal, so that is 0.022. And what is the value of our M? So the value of our M is 1. So bakit po 1? That is compounded annually. So now, what is the value of RI? Ang I natin, again, to solve for the value of our I, we have R over M. Ang R natin is 0.022 divided by 1. So that is 0.022. Okay, so ngayon, just substitute all the given sa atin pong formula. Again, to solve for the future value of an annuity due, so that is equal to capital letter R multiply by 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I multiply by 1 plus I. Okay, so substitute lang natin lahat. So, R natin is 10,000. 1 plus I natin is 0.022. Raised to, the value of your n is 5. Then, minus 1 over, ang I natin is 0.022. Okay, then multiply by 1 plus I, which is 0.022. Okay, so next, so that is equal to 10,000 multiply by 1.022 raised to 5 minus 1 over 0.022, then multiply by 1.022. Okay, so again, 10,000, then multiply by 1 plus 0.022 is 1.022, then raised to 5 minus 1 over capital denominator, then multiply by 1 plus 0.022 is equal to 1.022. Okay, so next, input lang natin siya sa calculator. Okay, so 10,000 pesos multiply by, parenthesis tayo ulit, dalawang parenthesis para dito and para sa numerator. So, 1.022, then raised to 5, the exponent is 5, minus 1, close parenthesis, over. So, over 0.022. Close parenthesis tayo ulit para dito. Okay, then multiply by, so times 1.022. Okay, so that is equal to 53,398.41. 53,398.41 pesos. Okay, so this is the future value of an annuity due. Okay, so ngayon naman, we're going to solve for the present value of an annuity due. Okay, so the formula to find the present value of an annuity due, okay, so PV sub AD is equal to R multiplied by the quantity 1 minus 1 plus I raised to negative n over I, then multiply by 1 plus I, where R is the repayment, I is the interest rate per period. Again, masasolve rin natin yung value ng I using this formula. I is equal to R over M, okay? Where R is the annual interest rate and M is the number of compounding periods per year. And the value of Rn, N is the number of periods. And makukuha natin siya using this formula. N is equal to MT, or just multiply M by T, where M is the number of periods per year and T is the number of years. Okay, so for example, Mr. Arellano signed a lease contract with the owner of a commercial space worth 100,000 pesos per year for 5 years and made the first payment on January 1. What is the present value of an annuity due of 100,000 pesos per year for 5 years at 2.2% interest compounded annually? Okay, so now, ano ba yung mga given natin? So, meron tayo dito 100,000. And this 100,000 pesos is the value of our capital letter R, or the PMT. So, what is PMT? PMT, this is the period cash payment or the repayment. So, again, 100,000 pesos. And the value of our T, ang T natin is 5 years or 5. How about M? What is the value of our M? The value for M is 1. Why? Compounded annually. Okay? And the interest rate per year is 2.2% or 0.022. So next, the value of our I. Again, to solve for I, use this formula. I is equal to R over M. Just substitute R. 0.022 divided by M, which is 1. So, the answer is 0.022. And how about N? Okay, so again, to solve for N, just multiply M by T. So, N is equal to 1 multiplied by 5 is 5. And after that, just substitute all the given in our given formula. So, ang formula natin to solve for the present value of an annuity due, so PV sub AD is equal to R. So, multiply by 1 minus the quantity 1 plus I raised to negative N over I multiply by the quantity 1 plus I. So, substitute lang natin. R natin is 100,000 pesos. Then, multiply by 1 minus 1 plus. Ang I natin ulit is 0.022. Then, raised to negative. Value ni N natin is 5. Then, over I, which is 0.022. Then, multiply by 1 plus 0.022. Okay. So, that is equal to 100,000 multiplied by 1 minus 1 point, okay, so 1 plus 0.022 is 1.022. Then raised to negative 5 over 0.022. Then multiply by 1.022. Okay, so next, substitute lang natin siya or input lang natin siya sa ating calculator. So, 100,000 pesos multiply by, okay, so again, dalawang parenthesis para dito and para sa numerator. So, 1 minus 1.022 raised to, exponent natin, negative 5, close parenthesis, then over the denominator, which is 0.022. Close parenthesis, okay? Then multiply by 1.022. Then the answer is, okay, so the answer is 478,932 pesos. Okay, so again, the final answer is 478,932.0019 or 932 pesos. Okay, so this is the present value of an annuity due.